The young man demanded his inheritance early, taking what belonged to him before his time. His father's heart ached, but he gave it to him. With only a small bundle of belongings, the young man walked away from home. Full of pride and ambition, he traveled to a far country where he spent all his money on wild living. Surrounded by laughter, music, and glowing lanterns, he dressed in fine robes and celebrated with new friends. Yet even in the midst of joy, shadows quietly crept in, warning that the good times would not last. Soon, a famine swept through the land, and the young man was left with nothing. Alone in a barren marketplace, his robe torn and faded, hunger and regret weighed heavily on his heart. The streets were empty, and the people who passed by did not notice his suffering. Desperate and ashamed, he took a job feeding pigs. Kneeling in the mud, scattering their food, he realized how far he had fallen. At last, he came to his senses. Even his father's servants had enough to eat, while he was starving. He rose, brushed off the dust, and began the long journey home. Each step was filled with humility, regret, and a small but growing hope. When his father saw him from afar, he ran toward him with open arms. The young man fell into his father's embrace, and in that moment, he understood the power of forgiveness and love. Who can you show forgiveness and love to today?